What's going on YouTube? It's your boy ATM back again with another video. And in today's video, I want to bring, especially the young gentlemen, 5 different books I would highly recommend getting, especially when it comes to relationships, dating, women, and just kind of understanding more about life from older gentlemen and their perspectives, right? So to get into it, I don't want to do too much talking. Number one is In Search of Good, living without love. This is by Don Spears. Highly recommend this book. It goes into different aspects of understanding women, more from kind of like, I wouldn't call him a gigolo. I try to figure out a different word to say, but it has like different illustrations in different parts of the book, and it explains, and it's more from like a black man's perspective, obviously. So if you are not black, I still recommend picking up this book and just utilizing some of the topics for your particular race and see what works for you. Number two, the book, there's 2 books. I'm going to put up a picture here. And then the book is the one I have. The first one, there's actually like 3 or 4. I'll put all of them up actually. Besides the one I got is The Sexual Chemistry by Ron Wills. Shout out to Uncle Ron. He has different books that kind of tie into relationships, dating, and a different perspective on how men and women interact with each other. And I recommend this for younger men because he has Nice Guys and Players, which is the first book, and then there's the second one that goes more into the sexual chemistry that you would need with women if you obviously are a younger man. And then he has other books that kind of go into a good bar and other books that I recommend. I don't have them. I think they're at my mom's house or being thrown away. I think we moved somewhere and I never picked the books up in time. But I'll throw the pictures up, and then I recommend reading them. I'm going to have to go back and buy all the books again and reread them myself. Number 3 is The Seduction Scriptures by Scorpio. Shout out to Cousin T-Tall. That's who Scorpio is, his entertainment name. He is a male entertainer. He's a male entertainer. He does like, obviously, you know how strippers are for the terminology is women, but he is the male version of that. Now, he's not obviously shaking his stuff on stage, and he's doing more of like dancing and stuff like that. Kind of think of like Magic Mike. But his book goes into seduction and how to deal with women from his perspective as a male entertainer, because he gets to see the more raw, lustful nature of women, kind of how strippers see that of men. And I think his book is necessary, especially for younger men, because not all 99% are not going to be in that particular industry and are not going to see how women interact with those type of men. But his book is essential to understanding the more lustful nature of women and those different aspects. So shout out to Cousin Tito. I have his book, and I would recommend y'all get it, read it, highlight some stuff in there. And the other 2 books I do not have with me. I'm going to throw up one now, and it is about body language, understanding it from a FBI agent or former FBI agent's perspective. And I think this is essential because then you can start to pick up cues on women maybe lying. And then this is more so for men and women, but I would say for women lying, and if they're interested in you, and how you can tell if someone is really smiling besides fake smiling, how they feel about you as a person by their body language. Are they facing forward to you, or are they facing to the side, right? If they're angry, or you can kind of tell the small nuances. And that, I think, is essential for young men to get. I think it's important for young men, or essential for young men, to get this knowledge and understanding more of the small, intricate details of human nature and how people interact with each other, and whether people like or dislike someone, or if they're infatuated or truly hate a person. So having body language book is definitely essential for you to know what you're doing and know how to deal with people around you, or especially for women, because they can be deceiving. And if you're not paying attention, you will get finessed out here. The last books I'll say for number 5, unless let me know down in the comments below if you want to see another series of this. I wanted to kind of incorporate all these different type of books that have helped me understand women better and understand people in general. But the books will be from Warren G, the Pimp Guide, which your mother should have told you, which your father should have told you. And it is I'm gonna throw a picture up here. And in this book dives into different parts of understanding women from a pimp's perspective, and how they deal with women, and how they take the more of like a father figure or someone to guide them, whereas men are just trying to get something from them, so they be considered tricks. And if you're someone who is like if you're someone who's like a pimp, and you are dealing with these women from a perspective of being a father figure and guiding them, and not always trying to have sex with every single woman you come in contact with, this book is going to be essential for you to get the tips and the knowledge and how to deal with women, just to have a better, broad relationship with women that is going to be essential for yourself and for people around you moving forward. And then the other books, I shall say, are from ARC, rest in peace, Alan Roger Curry. He has a couple different books. One's called Mode 1, and then there's another book that I'm gonna throw both books up. The second one is more what I'm referring to, and it has a picture of a man and a woman, I think like half naked on the front of the cover. That book I ended up losing because I let somebody borrow it, and then they ended up getting fired from a job that we were both working at, so I never got the book back. That was a couple years ago, but I need to order that book again. But though that book dives into dealing with women and being blunt and not being someone who beats around the bush when it comes to dealing with women. But those are the couple books I recommend y'all men get, and let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do another video. ATM fam, I'm signing out. Peace.